Back on MorningLine, final segment with our guest, Dr. Friday, taking your phone calls as we're talking about taxes and the stimulus and how it all ties together one way or the other. And we've got a lot of phone calls in this final segment. Let's start things off with Tom. Tom, good morning. Hi, Tom.
Good morning, Nick.
Morning. What can we do for you?
Well, let me, Dr. Friday there, I got a question for her.
Okay.
What about the ones that's in the nursing homes? Now, my mother, she's in a nursing home, and does she still get her stimulus check, or the nursing home going to get it?
Right. We've been asked this question in the past, and I've not yet found anything that can give you a valid answer. Some nursing homes put right on their website that the stimulus is part of, they're using it for the care of the parent, of the patient. Other people are telling me that they're living in their disposable income funds so that they can use them for other cases. I would say you need to speak to the nursing home that your mother's at to find out the way they're going to handle the $3,200 that your mother would have received over the three total stimulus. I don't know.
Yeah,
Sorry.
It's typical, though, when someone is in a nursing home to the point where they're indigent, and other than Social Security, the federal government's picking up the tab for them if they get into one of those Medicaid-qualified facilities. The nursing home does take their Social Security, that comes in
sometimes
to help pay.
And sometimes pensions.
And pensions.
If they have small pensions
and then the
stuff.
difference is made up by the federal government. The whole idea of Medicaid covering you in a nursing home is that you're indigent except for, your benefits like that, and they'll take that.
Right.
So it's interesting about this. If I'm guessing, I would think a lot of nursing homes are going to say, yeah, well, I don't know if it's the nursing home. I would think the federal government would say that if we're paying for Medicaid for you, anything else, any other income you get needs to go to bypass what the taxpayer is funding for you to live in this nursing home. Does that make sense?
Right, but then it makes sense, but the other side of that is they're saying that you're not using it to pay any back taxes or anything else, so why would you use it to pay for care? It's not fair, So there's an argument on both sides, but I'm with you. I know you can only have a maximum of like $3,500 in a bank account. You can't have anything else. So anything that goes above that, they're able to take out of the bank anyways. So I would say that he needs to probably speak directly with the administrator there to find out what they're doing with that money. Maybe they're adding some extra benefits or something to help the people in the home. Who knows? Right.
Okay. Yeah. And you're right. There are two sides to that. So check with them. But that's a very good question that's not cleared. It's not clear.
Yeah.
Let's go next to Melba. Hi, Melba. Are you there, Melba? Woo, she's got the TV turned up. Just talk to us on the phone. Don't listen to the TV while you talk to us.
Okay.
Go ahead.
I just wanted to know if anybody that's on Social Security has received their stimulus yet. I'm 72 and my husband is 77, and we're on a fixed income with Social Security, and we haven't received ours. All of our children and grandchildren have received theirs, but we haven't.
Did you get the last ones? Did you get any of the other ones?
Yes, we got the other two.
Has anything changed? Anything changed since last time?
No, nothing has changed.
Okay.
We're still living at the same place.
Okay. Okay. I don't blame her for asking.
Right. It's on its way. There's no reason to assume you won't receive it. Again, we don't know how the IRS is picking out the information. It could be by Social Security numbers. It could be by name. Obviously, if it's your grandchildren, they may have the same name. But I don't have a perfect answer. But there's no reason to assume that you won't get the third stimulus since you got the first and second.
Yeah. So just sit tight. It's still early in the game, folks. It's still early in the game. I know people are desperate to get that money and need it now, but it's just a waiting game for some folks. It's going to come. There's no reason at all why she shouldn't. There's no red flags there. It's just taking time. Let's go to Mr. Cantrell. Hello, Mr. Cantrell. Are you there, sir? Hello, Mr. Cantrell. Okay.
We lost Mr. Cantrell.
Well, he's there watching on TV, and then he's going to run to it, and we'll get back to him. Let's go to Nika.
Okay.
Hi, Nika. Hey, Nika, go ahead.
Okay, my question is not about the stimulus. It's actually about filing taxes.
Okay.
Okay, so I have filed, I was one of the early filers, and I filed my daughter's Social Security, but however, I have not received my tax check at all. It's been over 21 days. But what I did, I feel like the mistake came from I had mistakenly taken her off, and I filed her Social Security. So will I need to amend it and put her on there, or what do I do?
Okay.
I'm not sure I'm following. Your daughter is on Social Security. Is that what you're saying, sweetheart?
She's on Social Security then, right, Nika? Your daughter?
Yeah, it's my daughter that's on the Social Security, and I filed my taxes and added her Social Security, but I took her off. So will I need to amend it and put her back on, and then I'll get my tax check, or how does it go?
Right. Well, yeah, your daughter, if she only receives Social Security benefits, you don't add her Social Security benefits to your tax return. They're not taxable. And you need to claim her as a dependent if she's a dependent of yours. So, yeah, you would need to do an amended return. From what I'm understanding, it sounds like you took her off, but you didn't get your refund because she was supposed to be on or something. I think that's what I'm following.
Hello?
Either way, I think you need to make sure that you have that information right.
Okay, so yeah, she may have to file an amended return. If you didn't hear Nika, she was saying your daughter's income is not taxable because she's on Social Security, disability, I guess. And so I'm not sure what you meant by adding it. What you need to do is file, and if you have already, I don't know if you have to amend it, you have to file and claim your daughter as a dependent, right? Not figuring it. And then once you file, then you should get a return. Does that make sense, Dr. Friday? It didn't make sense to me what she said about...
That's exactly right.
Okay.
Yeah, that's exactly right. But it sounded like she took her daughter off and filed her as if she was single with just her Social Security, which is non-taxable. And maybe she thought she would get the $1,400, or maybe the daughter $1,700 or something, and she wasn't getting it on the last two. So she thought, I know a lot of parents switch that, but I think I'm confused on how or what it came about. But hopefully she might need to contact the IRS or take a look at the returns again and review that information, because one wouldn't have stopped the other. If she had a refund without claiming her daughter, she should have received that refund.
Gotcha. Okay. Well, I'm sorry, Mary Elena. Do we have another caller on the hold there? I want to see. I didn't know if Mr. Cantrell was back, or I guess we
lost him. We scared him.
Okay. Let me take Jamie here. Jamie, good morning. Hi, Jamie. Are you there, Jamie?
I think you got the wrong person.
Oh, you go ahead. Go ahead. What you got? Go ahead. We got you.
I've got a cousin I'm trying to help get her stimulus payment. She is on Social Security disability.
Okay.
Her father is the payee, and she draws on his retirement. Can she get the stimulus?
Yes, because even though he's the payee, it has no bearing. He's not claiming her on his tax return, is he?
Do you know, does he claim her on his tax return?
No.
Okay, then no, she should be able to file her own. She may need to file, or she should just get it through Social Security, but either way, she's entitled to it, yes.
Does that make sense to you, ma'am? I guess she copied that. Yeah, so she would. A lot of people. And again, I see more, Sam and some others on Facebook, again, are saying, they received the first two stimuluses, nothing has changed, and they still haven't gotten their latest. And it's just like that last caller. Just want to reiterate, everyone's anxious for it, but just if nothing's changed, sit tight. You would say after 3 weeks, 4 weeks, if you still haven't gotten it, then maybe start, checking things out more?
Exactly. At this point, again, guys, it's been 10 days, 300 million people in the United States. I'm not too sure how many qualify, but bottom line is the IRS was never designed to send checks. They're getting better and better at it. I have to give them credit. But I would say at least give them the same amount of time as we do with the tax returns, which is 21 days, to see what they have and what they're able to do. And then at that point, I would go onto the website, check your payments, and if it says, not available, that is keywords to basically meaning they sent it, it came back to them for whatever reason, you need to update your information. And then you may try to call them. Not too sure how much success you'll have calling them.
All right, we just got about a minute and a half, but it looks like Mr. Cantrell's back, I think. Are you there? Are you there, Mr. Cantrell? Is he line 1 or 2, Mary Elena? Oh, okay, I'm sorry. Mr. Cantrell, go ahead.
Okay, my question is, I got the $1,200, but I didn't get the 6. And when I call IRS.gov, it says no status found. And I don't know,
Okay.
You know, I'm afraid that I'm not going to get to 14 if I didn't get to 6.
Okay.
Right. It's a good question. And according to the IRS website, when it says no status found, it means that they have reason to believe you don't qualify. So that means either someone claimed you as a dependent or your income is too high. Don't know the situation, and you may have to review your information to get that clear. But according to the IRS, they're saying that there's a reason for them to believe, again, maybe it was based on 18 or 19, but one of these years, you know, whatever year that was, maybe you made too much money or someone claimed you as a dependent. So I would definitely, again, file a 2020 tax return, make sure all of your information is correct, even if you're not required to file that year. That way you can get the $600 as a refund, and then you'll make sure that you're on play for the 14. It may take a little longer for the 14 to get to you, but at least you'll have all your proper information in that.
Dr. Friday, thank you for coming on. You know, we could have taken calls probably for the rest of the day, but if we can, maybe we'll have you again in the not too distant future, though I know you're very busy. Okay. Did that give you any breathing room, getting an extra month for filing taxes for folks with your business?
It did, really did. I was getting to a stressful moment because I'm like, oh my God. But yes, I'm happy. So
I think you handle stress pretty well. It's hard to tell. Your hair gets more and more light. It kind of glows.
Right. It does, a yellow picture. All right, buddies, thanks.
Hey, listen, take care of yourself, and we'll talk to you soon, all right? Thank you for joining us.
All right,
we'll take a break. When we come back, programming note about tomorrow right after this. Stay with us.